Everyone, I'm Aria and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about the differences between a grimoire and a book of shadows. So a grimoire is like a book of shadows but not as personal. It holds information about rituals, spells, potions, and how to prepare magical tools. It also contains lists of correspondences and magical properties of like herbs, gemstones, food, colors, things like that. But it contains all of your magical research. It does not contain personal information or records of magical workings. I personally don't make any specific distinctions between a grimoire and a book of shadows. I prefer to simply call my book a grimoire, or if I'm feeling fancy, I have named mine the Book of Ways. If you wish to start a grimoire, I suggest using something with removable pages. This way you can add and remove pages as you need them instead of taking your entire book into a ritual where it may be damaged. This also allows you to easily move pages around if you decide to reorganize it. Some people also keep their Book of Shadows and grimoires on their computer. I think this is wonderful in our whole digital age of tablets and cell phones. It's so wonderful, and it's also a great way for you to keep your grimoire and Book of Shadows a secret, and you can keep it hidden. But remember that it is a sacred object and it should be treated as such. So honor it by giving it its own special hiding place so other people can't mess with it. Bless your Book of Shadows and grimoires, protect them. It's only for you and whomever you authorize to see it. So you need to be sure that whoever does see it isn't going to disclose its contents or harm the book or you with the knowledge of the book. It's if they make you uncomfortable, don't show it to them. Basically, it's just another reason I suggest keeping two books or several copies of your book, or having a physical and a digital copy so that you can get to your digital copy through like a separate email or something like that. So you really shouldn't have to worry about losing your Book of Shadows or your grimoire. Also, to have a grimoire separate from your Book of Shadows, if you choose to keep personal information, when you're trying to share your research, if you try to share it with your coven or a close friend, someone you can trust, they are probably more interested in your research than they are your personal thoughts. So keeping a grimoire and a Book of Shadows is a great way to do this, so you're able to share your magic with those that you trust. Well, I really can't think of anything else to distinguish between the two. Basically, a Book of Shadows is for keeping personal thoughts of your magical realm together, and a grimoire is more for just storing your spells and magical information. I don't really keep two books, but I'm also not one to keep my personal thoughts down like that, simply because I'm terrible at staying consistent with those things. So I just keep what I consider a grimoire or my Book of Ways. But there's nothing wrong with keeping two, and there's nothing wrong with only keeping one. You just have to decide what's best for you. But that's all I have for you today. Thanks for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!